Welcome back to the OpenAI Associate Developer course. In this section, we'll introduce you to the text-to-speech capabilities of the OpenAI API. The text-to-speech capabilities are often simply referred to as TTS. In this lesson, we'll discuss the setup and configurations you'll need to effectively use the OpenAI's TTS API. Here's an overview of the OpenAI TTS configuration properties. Model specifies the OpenAI model used for generating speech. Input, the text to be converted into speech. Voice specifies which voice the model should use. Response format defines the format of the generated audio file. And speed specifies the speed of the generated speech. The larger the number, the faster the speaker's voice will be. To get started, let's dive into each of these configuration properties to better understand how they work. First, we'll talk about the model property. The model property specifies which version of the OpenAI model you want to use for generating speech. For TTS, we can use either of the following two models: TTS-1, which is optimized for processing speed, or TTS-1-HD, which is optimized for high-quality speech. These two are both advanced models providing high-quality speech synthesis and is a required configuration property. Next is the input property. This is the core of your TTS request. Here, you provide the text to convert into speech. Know this can contain a maximum length of 4,096 characters. This property allows you to enter text such as "Hello, this is OpenAI Text-to-Speech API," and receive back the audio equivalent from the AI. Another important and required property is the voice property. This specifies which voice the model should use to read the text. OpenAI currently offers 6 distinct voices, which we'll explore later. The voice you choose can significantly affect the tone and clarity of the generated speech, so select a voice that best fits your application's needs. The response format is another important configuration property which needs careful consideration to ensure your application's requirements are met. This property defines the audio format returned by the AI. It is important that you pay attention to this property, as it affects both the bandwidth and audio codecs you can use to play back the AI-returned audio. Keep in mind, audio formats can produce both very large and clear, as well as very compressed and distorted version of the same audio. So, depending on the application's needs and the platform you're using, be sure to consider the audio format which best suits your application's needs. For the response format, OpenAI offers 6 options, with the more common options being MP3 and WAV. But again, the format you choose will depend on your application's requirements and how you plan to use the generated audio. And finally is the speed property. This property allows you to specify the speed of the generated speech and can be between 0.25, i.e. 25% normal speed, to 4.0, i.e. 400% normal speed. The default speed is 1.0, i.e. 100% speed. This is considered normal speed. By understanding and correctly setting and using these properties, you can leverage the full potential of OpenAI's TTS API to create natural-sounding speech from text, enhancing the interactivity and accessibility of your applications. That's all for now. In our next lesson, we'll dive into coding a TTS solution, where you'll see how to implement these configuration properties and make your first TTS API call. Stay tuned, and let's continue exploring the exciting capabilities of AI-powered speech technology.